digital marketing and public relations.
Hi, I'm Alexa Stone. I am the academic advisor for the media and design department. So nice to meet everyone.
Great. And we would love if you wouldn't mind if each of you introducing yourselves, if you wouldn't mind turning your camera on and saying hello, if you don't mind. If not, you can just pipe in with your microphone. Leslie, would you mind going first?
Hi, everyone. I'm Leslie Washington. I'm looking into applying for the program for next spring, and I'm really excited to learn more. Excited to be here today.
Can you tell us
which area? Yep.
what area you're interested in?
Oh, say that again. Sorry.
What area are you interested in? Public relations, graphic design, that's kind of what we're just so we know to speak about, what everyone's interested in.
Yeah, the UI and UX design program.
Okay. And the post-bac, the PBC, the post-bac certificate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
So Rebecca?
Hi, I'm Rebecca McMillan. I'm also very interested to hear more. I'm super excited about the graphic design program.
Okay. And are you interested in a BA or a post-bac certificate?
Post-bac.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
And
then Ben?
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Ben Karszewski. I'm kind of interested in the graphic design course, so yeah.
Great.
Okay, great.
Do you know
for post-bac or for bachelor's, do you know offhand?
I'm unsure at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay, can you all see my full screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, just a little bit about us. So as you know, we are within the School of Professional Advancement. Our main offices are located here in the Richardson building on our Uptown campus. We hope that you can swing by and take a look and grab a cup of coffee. This is a beautiful mural that some of our design students created and hand painted, as well as being located throughout Richardson for our main offices. We also have a campus out at our Elmwood location, which is where we have our studio labs, et cetera. If you need to have a class in person, or if you have a class in person, that's where those meet, as well as printing facilities, et cetera. And then also, of course, online, which we're going to get into shortly. So the School of Professional Advancement is just one of 10 schools that make up Tulane University as a whole. So you can kind of see this chart and how we are just like one of those arms. So we really cater to working adults and what we call non-traditional students. So many of our students are working professionals, let's say in a public relations firm or a marketing firm, or perhaps in education, and they have come back to gain additional skill sets in areas that are going to help further their career. Hence the name professional advancement. So we've had many students come from many different career paths to pursue a professional certificate, let's say in public relations or digital marketing, or a post-bac. They already have a bachelor's degree and they're looking to, again, gain skill sets, whether it's graphic design, interactive design, or a second bachelor's. Or we also have some traditional students who come directly from high school or never perhaps finished their undergraduate degree and are finishing that with us. We are very proud of our Tulane programs, faculty, and degrees. Our programs are aligned with the workforce. So all of our curriculum has been tweaked and reworked over the last 5.5 years to align with workforce needs. Specifically within the greater New Orleans community and beyond. Our faculty are experts within these different areas. Many of them have helped formulate our curriculum as well. These are working professionals. So if you're taking a public relations course, you are taking it from a public relations professional. If you are taking a UX UI course and learning app design, you're learning that from someone who does that day in and day out. So the model of our faculty is to make sure, again, that all the skills that you are gaining are are specifically applicable and workforce ready to not only have an amazing portfolio once you graduate, but be able to go directly into the workforce and apply those skills. And again, this is a Tulane degree that you're receiving. So we do have a high amount of rigor within our programs across the board. And we do have a couple of reviews that we're going to get into a little bit later throughout our program, again, to maintain that rigor and make sure that you are ready to go into those specific areas after graduation. And to continue in this, just a little bit more about the School of Professional Advancement and our specific programs. We do have a depth in online learning. And what does that mean, right? I think typically before the pandemic, many people were sort of dipping their toe in online education, but we were already way ahead of the curve. We have an entire team of instructional designers and online design professionals who are experts specifically within creating courses for an online learning environment. So you can be assured that if you are taking courses online, it's not just an on-ground course that's been thrown online. This is actually a course that has been developed for online learning. And again, we have an entire team of instructional designers who are working on that behind the scenes for us. Again, award-winning programs and faculty. We have fabulous student support. We have our own career advisor specifically for our SoPA students who kind of helps you not only with your online profiles, your resume, portfolio, et cetera, but helps to make those connections and get you plugged in as needed. We also have many support services within Tulane. So these are counseling services, mental health services. We really want you to be successful, and we are here. That's our job, right? To make sure that you're gaining the skills that you need, but also that you're going to be successful in your time here at Tulane. And then affordability and flexibility. Our courses are within, a School of Professional Advancement. Our course fees are lower than traditional Tulane University. We want to make sure that it's affordable for our specific students who are working. They are in the workforce, right? They mostly have families that they're supporting, et cetera. So we want to make sure that we are able to offer these award-winning programs with our award-winning faculty, but also at an affordable price, and flexibility. So we also offer courses, as you've probably heard and seen, outside of a traditional 8 to 5 model. We are offering courses after 5 p.m. So many of them start at 6 p.m. or 5:50 if you're taking summer courses. We also offer every once in a while, if necessary, courses Saturday mornings. We offer courses, at noon. So that way, if you're on a lunch break, you can pop into your online sessions, live sessions, et cetera. So very flexible in terms of when the courses are offered, but we're also super flexible in helping to push you in a track and direction and make substitutions as needed, et cetera, that really help reach your goals as a professional. So I think that's something that we really pride ourselves in. I think Professor Carr and Dr. Gregorian would agree that we work one-on-one with each of our students to make sure that, again, you're gaining that portfolio and skill set that's going to help you meet your career goals after graduation. And then lastly, our giant Tulane alumni and network. Many of our students that graduate are going into professional fields in which, they have made connections with our industry advisory board, with our alumni, et cetera. So our networks are very vast, and our students that take advantage of those, that join our different organizations and work those network connections, have seen great success in job placement, et cetera. We would like to show you a short video that kind of goes over our program very visually. I think that it will help kind of tell the story of who we are and all the different amazing programs that we offer. So can you see my blank screen over here? Great, okay. Was there applause? I didn't hear applause. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Am I passing the torch?
Yeah, but we're still seeing the video screen.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's try that again. Here we go.
Perfect. So just a little bit about media and design. We have a few different programs, which I'll explain in the next screen under this umbrella that is media and design. But what we do that's all in common is we are preparing students to know how to research, solve problems. It can be communication problems, it can be design, visual problems, and come up with ways to communicate them. So yeah, they'll be upon graduation, we really strive to have our students ready to be prepared to enter the workplace, and we do whatever we can to kind of align ourselves with industry and have students be ready. So yeah, if you can move to the next slide, please. So this is our program. We sort of say that we have two sides of the house. The media side, our two majors under the media side are public relations and digital media marketing and communications. And on both of those, we offer a BA degree, a certificate, and a minor. And then on the design side, we have digital design major. And in that, we have two tracks. One is graphic design and one is interactive design. Now, two of you guys, I know on this webinar have said that you're interested in the post-bac certificate. So what that is a certificate that you would already have a bachelor's degree, or you do already have a bachelor's degree in something, and you're coming back to school, and it's almost like you're just taking major courses, right? You're taking 10 courses that are just very concentrated and towards the skill set that you want to learn. I know Ben wasn't quite sure, we offer a BA degree as well in design, in graphic design, in digital design. And within there, you can also get minors in other things. And so Dr. Garcia kind of mentioned this, that we have one of the things that makes SoPA such an amazing place is that we have professors who just teach one or two classes. They're adjunct professors because they work in the field every day. And so they're truly experts. This is what they do all day long. And then they come and they teach the classes. So this is just a handful of our faculty that we thought were kind of worth profiling. Nick Shapiro, he works in crisis communication. He's done work for Obama. He's done, I can't remember all of his really high profile clients, but he's a really impressive guy. DeAnthony Jackson does influencer marketing for Ogilvy, and he teaches a class called Influencer Strategy, which is really a popular and great one. Michelle Clark-Payne, Chief Strategy Officer at United Way. And then on the graphic design side, Tamsin Jenkins, who works for St. Jude's Hospital doing their design. So I know we have one student who may be a BA degree. The BA requirements are listed here, 36 to 42 major hours. So you really get a lot of classes in your chosen major. Then there's electives and then the general requirements. Okay, and then I'll pass it over to Dr. Gregorian to talk about the media side, minors and certificates.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, please feel free to ask any questions for me to clarify. On the media side of the house, we offer 2 minors as well as 2 professional certificates. So if you're majoring at Tulane, you can minor in public relations or digital marketing. And then if you're just interested in a professional certificate, which is also the same amount of hours and courses as a minor, 18 hours or 6 courses, you can get a professional certificate, earn a professional certificate in either public relations or digital marketing. Again, the difference is if you're majoring at Tulane, you can minor in PR. If you are just coming to the program for a professional certificate, you can earn those in either of those fields. Unlike the post-baccalaureate certificate in design, you don't need to come to this professional certificate program with a BA. So that is the kind of the biggest difference, which is also why there are 6 courses versus 10.
Great. And in terms of, sorry, I'm taking myself on mute. In terms of design, we have 2 minors. We have a graphic design and an interactive UX UI design. So again, for the minors, if you are a BA student, you can minor in the other track if that is something you're interested in. So if you're getting a BA in graphic design, you can minor in interactive and vice versa. And we have, again, crafted those specific courses within the minor to complement your specific degree. And then in terms of our post-bac, I know many of you are interested in this, so I'll get a little deeper into here. For our PBCs, you are required to have a previous bachelor's degree. Many common questions are, I don't have a bachelor's degree in design, is that okay? And the answer is yes. We have set up the PBC, which is 10 courses, i.e. 30 hours, each course is 3 hours, to make sure that if you're coming into this program from a completely unrelated field, you are able to start from the beginning. So there are foundations courses, there are software courses, typography, et cetera, to get you up to speed. If you are coming, let's say, into the interactive UX UI post-bac, but you have 10 years of experience in graphic design, right? We could perhaps look at ways to help take some of those courses off the front end and load more courses, higher level courses on the back end by reviewing your portfolio, et cetera. But it is 10 courses. We also have students who just want to keep taking courses. We have many, many, many electives and courses, as well as in the public relations and digital marketing programs that some students would like to take beyond the 10. But to finish the post-bac, it's a 10 course requirement. But again, if you would like to continue taking courses, that is obviously fine with us. You may do so. Any questions about these specific courses before we move past the slide, since I know that Rebecca and Leslie are interested in this specifically? Not this time? Okay, great. So we have something called matriculation guides, and basically what this means is it is a visual prerequisite guide for you that shows you how you move through our program. So once you have declared which program you are entering, you will receive one of these. And as you can see, we have it divided into blocks. So you must finish block 1 before you move to block 2, etc. This is just ensuring that you're taking the courses in the right order and you're set up for success in terms of being able to scaffold and build on the skill sets from the previous courses. So as you can see, there's 3-ish, 2 to 3 courses per block. And again, depending on your specific declared major, we will send you that specific matriculation guide. We also have suggested additional courses. If you are a PBC student, there are really not electives necessarily that you will be taking. But again, if you would like to take beyond those 10, you can use some of the electives to help continue to build your skills in those specific areas. But this is just a really great way to kind of know where you are in the program at any given time. And we want to make sure, we know a lot of our PBC students are really planning out their 2 years with us or year with us or whatever it happens to be. And so this just really helps you kind of check all those boxes.
And I want to talk a little bit about how, as a media and design program, we kind of try to support you and provide opportunities. So one thing that we have is a student hub, which is once you are a student taking classes with us, you have a media and design Canvas site. Canvas is where your courses live. And in it, we have all kinds of things. We have internships and jobs. So whenever someone reaches out to us with an internship or a job, which happens actually quite frequently, we post it on this hub. It usually, as long as you have your settings, it will come through as an email, just something to check. So there's opportunities there. If you could go forward. And we also, back to the hub, we have other things like those course rotation guides that we saw before. All of any information about us lives there. This is a slide that we just wanted to include to kind of show, although a lot of our classes are online, we try to have a sense of community. And we have professional organizations, which we'll talk about in a minute, but they put on, like, the bottom corner was like a Mardi Gras headdress workshop, really just to be creative and for fun. The picture above was a mural that some of the digital design students painted in the Richardson building, which is where SoPA is. Above, there's an Addy Awards These are some students that won awards. We enter for students every year, and just a few other kind of fun ways that we try to have a sense of community. Okay, we have 3 professional organizations. One is the AIGA, which is the Professional Organization for Design, the American Advertising Federation, and we participate in a competition through them, which is really exciting, and the PRSSA, Public Relations Student Society of America. So all 3 of these organizations are active, they're run by students, and it's a great way to network and to get involved, and looks great on your resume as well. And then just, we have a few other resources that help us. We have all students get access to the Adobe Creative Cloud, which is really, really awesome. That's the programs, at least on the design side, that we use. HubSpot, Google Analytics, Muck Rack, LinkedIn Learning. A lot of LinkedIn Learning courses are built, or videos are built into our courses, but students can also just kind of access anything they want on there. And then another thing that we're really proud of that we have is we have coaches. We have media and design coaches. And what these are students who are upper level students. They've taken a lot of classes, and they are available during certain time slots to help with all kinds of things. If there's help needed with software, if you have a critique coming up in your class and you just need another set of eyes on the work that you've been doing during the week, they're there for that. They're there for presentation assistance, like you have to give a presentation in class, there you can practice it with them, or they can help kind of make it look more polished. On the media side, they can do proofreading, they can again help with presentation. So it's a really nice way. I think a lot of students are more comfortable with their peers sometimes, so it's a way that somebody, one of your peers, would be there for support, and it's been really successful. And then Dr.
So
Garcia.
talk a little bit about, do you want me to go into this? Okay.
Yeah,
A little bit about our Addie Awards. So each year, especially if you're in the UX, UI, and graphic design track, we set aside part of our operations budget to assist with student award entries. This is very important to help build your portfolio and your network. This also helps to garner interest in our program, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. Over the last, I would say, 4 years that we've been entering, our students have won over 143 regional awards, 12 district awards, and 5 national awards. So this is everything from copywriting to identity and branding to app prototyping to photography. It kind of runs the gamut. You can see examples of student work on our website. And you can kind of scroll through these, and you can see a list of winners. And so we're really proud to be able to offer assistance in entering this work for our students. We ask that basically what ends up happening is our faculty and students submit the best overall, and then we have a panel that culls it down, and those are the ones that we help and assist with entry. So we're really, really proud that, even out of the gate, our first year out of the gate, we were winning awards. So that just speaks to the quality of our faculty, the commitment of our students, et cetera. We also are very involved in community work. There's something called service learning, and you've probably heard that term before, but that just means that it's work that is created within courses for typically like local and regional nonprofits that is actual real world work. We work for the center on Tulane's campus, the Center for Public Service, who helps to connect us with different service learning clients within the community. So not only are you getting work for, fictional clients within your courses, but you're also actually getting to work on real projects that then go back and help to make our community better.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about how to apply and just my role here in the department. So again, I'm the academic advisor for the department. We all advise all of our students. I advise on your graduation requirements, your core, your electives. Dr. Garcia, Dr. Gregorian, and Rebecca will advise you on your major courses. So for those of you who are interested in a PBC, because you're only taking major courses, mainly you'll be working with Rebecca, Tamar, or Amanda. If you're interested in an undergraduate program, you'll mainly be working with me for your core and anything outside of those major courses. And I did want to talk a little bit about our transfer policy. So for PBCs, obviously you can't transfer in any credit because it's only a 10 class program. But you can transfer in up to 60 undergraduate credits for a BA degree, which ultimately will save you time and money for your undergraduate program. We do also offer some discounts and scholarships, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, depending on if you qualify. Those are offered as well. We do offer financial aid if you're interested for the PBCs and undergraduate programs as well. So our current tuition rate right now is $623 a credit. A typical class is 3 credits, so that's around $1,800 per class. But like I said, we do have financial aid available if you qualify. Every student will have an assigned financial aid advisor that they can talk to see what they're eligible for, what they qualify for their particular program. We do offer for undergraduate degrees, you can do a portfolio course, which can also transfer in like credit for a life experience. We also offer some scholarships. We have a 20% discount if you qualify, if you're active duty military, if you're a public safety personnel, if you're a New Orleans area public employee, if you're over the age of 60, or if you attended a HBCU. We have our own 20% discount that we offered. Oh, and if you're an alumni of Tulane, you do also get a 20% discount on our SoPA classes. And that's on top of if you're eligible for financial aid as well. And so the application process is pretty simple. You just go to our website, sopa.tulane.edu. You just have to upload a photo of a government issued ID. The application fee is $40, but we will waive your application fee because you attended the webinar. So you don't have to worry about that. Any official transcripts that you've attended from any institution before will have to be submitted to our admissions office. So if whatever previous school you attended, just have to request the transcripts to be sent to admissions as a part of your application. But the good part about it is that you don't have to pay the application fee. We do also have some early enrollment scholarship deadlines. So if anyone's interested in applying for spring 2024, the application deadline is January 1st. Classes, I think, start January 16th for the spring. So you would have to apply by January 1st in order to enroll for the semester. For those of you who apply early and are admitted and are registered by December 1st of 2023, you'll be eligible for a $200 scholarship that will be accredited to your account. And then the other deadlines, if you're interested in applying for summer, it would be May 1st. And if you're interested in applying for fall, it would be August 1st. And so this is some of our contact information at the bottom. If you have any questions, if you want to unmute yourself and ask any questions while we're here.
Yeah, please, right? Just anything, any questions, anything, after seeing that you'd like to know. We're all here, so.
So I'm a Tulane employee. I just started in January, and so I was wondering how the
Tuition waiver.
yes works.
So yes, that is processed through human resources. So once you apply and you're accepted and you actually register for classes, in Gibson, there is a link to apply for the tuition waiver, and it goes through HR and they will approve and process it. The tuition waiver covers 2 classes this semester. So we always tell students, don't do the waiver first until you're actually registered and enrolled, because they can't apply the waiver to anything if you're not in any classes.
And is it okay to just do those 2 classes each semester, or do you encourage more? I mean,
that's a personal choice. A lot of our employees only take the 2 just because sometimes that's all they can handle. But you can take more than 2. It's just that the waiver will only pay for 2.
I mean, I would definitely say, depending on your background, like if you're coming from a related field and you feel like, that if you are interested in taking more, you can. We especially working full time, like I would not recommend more than 2 studios, because all these are studio courses. So not only do you have a 2-hour and 50-minute meeting time a week, but then you also have about 3 hours or so of outside work on each class a week. So I would probably not take more than 2 studios if it were me. But again, if you already have an extensive background in these areas, then perhaps, but we can definitely meet one-on-one and go through that. Yeah.
I was just going to add that I dropped a link to our website that goes into more detail on all of our programs.
I have a few questions, just 3, but I'm sure it might go longer. How long is the program, I guess, for the post-bac UI UX design, and I guess taking like, 2 studio classes a semester? How long roughly do you predict?
I mean, I guess that if you were to do 2 and it's 10, that's about 5 semesters. But some of the courses only are offered once a year. So as you're kind of planning once you're admitted, we have a course rotation guide, which can, or one of us can provide it to you, before, if it helps with your decision, that shows kind of what semester each course is taken. So you just have to kind of be always in that planning mode, like, okay, I'm gonna take these 2 classes this semester, and then this semester these. So, I mean, while we can't 100% say absolutely in 5 semesters you'll be done, you also might start and think, okay, well, maybe this semester I can only take 1 class. So it really is very much student per student and how many classes they take, but yeah, it's 10 total. So
yeah, and we also offer classes in the summer, right? So definitely want to count summer as one of those. Yeah, so as in terms of like the 5. And then, yeah, depending on sort of your, again, kind of your background and skill set, you may say, man, this was actually able to do maybe 3 this semester, or I need to do 3, I need to move forward, whatever it might be. We can kind of gauge based on how you're feeling about the courses and your time that you have outside of work, just kind of depending on everything else you got going on. It just sort of depends. But we work with you one-on-one to make sure that we can counsel you on like times of day that these things are happening based on your other commitments, all that. So there's many different factors, but yeah, I would say about 5 semesters, including summer, right? So if you were to start in the spring, so spring, summer, fall, and then again, next spring and then summer, you could theoretically be done if you did 2. So next summer you could be done. Not this coming, but the next one. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I noticed there was definitely like a lot of like opportunities, I guess, like for grants and scholarships. Is there anything kind of like along the lines of like a work study monthly stipend type of situation that you offer?
We do have some student worker positions that we do hire for. However, it's not really, I think I know kind of where you're going with this. It's not really positioned like a graduate program in which we have like those monthly stipends and things like that. But we definitely do have student worker positions. So if that's something that you're interested in, unfortunately, it doesn't pay like amazingly. It pays, like our student worker fees, but we can definitely get you info on that. Alexis, can you think of any other scholarships or anything that would fall kind of in that category?
SoPA sometimes has their own SoPA scholarships that they offer. If you go to our website under the admissions tab, I think there's an actual scholarship page that we offer. Some of them have deadlines, and some of them you have to meet the requirements to apply. Because I think we just got emailed a list of some scholarships that are being offered right now for next semester.
Most of them are for BA students, though. So just be aware, it's
Yeah.
definitely checking out, but almost all of the scholarships are for BA students.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Awesome. And then one more question. With the waiving of the application fee, is there a discount code? Because I noticed I started the application, I just like made an account, so I didn't really do anything. But I noticed that there was a waiver discount code. I was wondering like how we would be sent that, if it will be shared now or later. Just what that discount code would be.
Admissions waives it. Like if you go through the application and pay it, they just refund you the application fee. Like, so there's no like code to give you right now for it to be 0. If you do it, they just give you a refund after.
Okay. So just kind of just go through the whole process, pay, and then look out for a refund later.
Hi, Leslie. I can speak to that. So since you attended the webinar, I'm I have everybody's name and email who attended this webinar, so it's automatic. I put it in our system for the application process, so it just, when you click submit your application, it will not ask you for a fee. But if you run into any issues with that, you know, please reach out. But there's no code or anything like that. It's just done automatically.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
And so do you need to apply with the email that you used to get access to this webinar? Because I used my professional one instead of my.
Oh, no, you know, it's really your name. Yes, you don't need to worry about that. That's a good question, though. Thank you.
I also just wanted to add, again, mostly for bachelor students, like for full-time or part-time, full-time bachelor students, a lot of the professional development organizations that are housed under SoPA, so PRS or Media and Design, SoPA Media and Design, PRSSA, for example, offers several scholarships as well for members. So that's, again, one of the benefits of our program, that we do have these great professional development organizations as well. And then I dropped a link to the scholarship page that Alexis was referring to in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Of course.
Well, great. We really appreciate your time, and we definitely hope that y'all will reach out if you think of any other questions along the way. Anybody have anything else, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
one
no, go
question-
for it.
Yeah, just email addresses again.
Yeah, we'll put them in the chat.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
You got him, Leslie? Just make sure you see him in the chat.
Yes, I am copying and pasting now.
Okay,
So
cool. Just making sure. Ben, did you have any questions while we're wrapping up? Just want to check on you and make sure.
No, pretty much. The only question I had was about tuition waiver, and Rebecca brought it up, so that kind of answered what I was wondering on there. So
Okay. Great. All right, y'all. Well, have a great afternoon, and thanks again so much for joining us.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.